gonna say that I'm live? There we go. How's it going, everybody? It is the TDG 2000 here, and today I will be bringing you Call of Duty Zombies Season 4 Reloaded Intel. As you can tell, we have all 105 intel. Obviously, that includes some of the intel that first dropped with Season 4. So we're going to be going through the ones that were dropped with Season 4 Reloaded. I need to pull up my notepad here. Um, but wait, why did that? Hold on. I guess I was not prepared. As always, we always get two lost signals declassified logs, and they usually pertain to one of the intels that we get. So first up is 1985-01-27. As it has become apparent these recent weeks. Oh, before I even get started, I want to say I'm pretty sure that these intels are before the Mare der Toten Easter egg. So if after I get all this context, if it is before, like every little basically piece is before, which it should be, then this will be before the Easter eggs, and then we'll do the Easter eggs. Sorry. Anyways, 1985-01-27. As it has become apparent these recent weeks, Dr. Alexandra Valentina has been operating with a hidden agenda. All available information points to her being a double agent. We can now conclude that Valentina is the daughter of Dr. Ulrich Vogel and a secret operator for the goals of Project Endstation. Valentina's forgery of her personal records and history was impeccable. While there is still much information missing, we have been able to assemble enough pieces to make sense of how this deception occurred. And now we got a old-timey one. 1944, 12-14. It is my responsibility to inform you that the Reichstag has officially approved your proposal. You may begin preparations to send a military task force through the dimensional aperture at Endstation. Should the war continue on its present course, the survival of the Reich must be ensured. Make ready, Vogel. Recreation, whatever you need, as soon as you can. This may be the last time you hear from me. If so, I wish you the best of luck. We have come a long way from your original request to build a new type of cyclotron. Alright. So now we are on to our intels. First up, we have Requiem audio logs. And our first one is from Outbreak. These will be Outbreak / Mare der Toten. So this one's from Outbreak. What tomorrow brings. Sorry. After losing his strike team, Weaver is paid a late night visit by Carver.
Come in.
Late night, brother.
You could say that. What can I do for you, Major?
Mac.
Yes. Yes, Mac.
I could do something for you. You're clearly under a lot of stress at the moment. I take it you've been getting at both barrels from the director. None for me, thanks.
I insist. Cheers.
Look, I don't want to speak out of turn. Feel free to put me in my place if needs be, but I know how you must feel. Losing the team and all.
No, you don't know how I feel. You can't. This bastard Kravchenko. We go way back.
I know. I can see it in your eyes.
I. Singular.
It's alright. I just mean, I know this is personal, but that doesn't mean you have to take it that way. I spent the best part of 10 years feeling the way you do right now. Down in the liquor, trying to numb the guilt of my own failures.
I know. I can see it in your eyes.
Yeah, you should. That guilt isn't going anywhere, but you ain't gonna deal with it any better with the scotch. You're still gonna have to look yourself in the eye every morning.
Nicely put.
Anyway, I was on my way out for the night. I just wanted to tell you. Let's see what tomorrow brings.
Alright, interesting. So next up, we have Goes Without Saying, another outbreak. Gray and Strauss talk about the fate of the strike team and the potential of a new device.
Dr. Gray, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Cute. Very cute.
Forgive my levity, and perhaps my brevity. How can I help?
I just wanted to talk to you about a couple of things. Well, 3, actually.
Hit me. Not literally, of course. I just mean, what do you want to know?
The strike team are missing.
Presumed dead.
I'm not presuming anything. I just wondered if you had more information on their current status.
Shouldn't that be a question for Viva?
Yes. Yes. I'm just trying to not piss him off anymore.
After how Miss Maxis led you astray?
Oh, fuck me, Strauss. Do you have to be such a prick?
Well, I try not to be. But I am very busy.
I honestly don't know how Weaver hasn't punched you in the face already.
So, that's 2 things I can't help you with. Dare I inquire as to the 3rd topic you wanted to discuss?
I wanted to see where you were at with your research regarding the Ethereum neutralizer.
Well, it's really quite fascinating. The potential for travel in and out of the dark ether safely could yield many benefits.
No shit, Sherlock. But what about the downsides?
I think the downsides go without saying.
But now we are saying it.
Yes, we are. I can't help but wonder if those within the other dimension have harnessed similar powers. Could they perhaps be on their way here?
You really are a barrel of laughs, aren't you? I'm going to bed. It's been a long enough day as it is.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Just don't. Okay?
Jeez, Gray, relax. Alright, the Berlin situation, another outbreak intel. Weaver and Carver discuss a developing situation in Berlin and their noticeable exclusion from involvement.
What the actual fuck, Weaver?
What's wrong, Mac?
Major Carver. Unless we've completely abandoned the chain of command.
From your tone, I'm guessing you heard about the outbreak situation in Berlin.
Damn right I heard about it. I still have friends. Some of them in high places, higher even than you. Why the hell haven't we sent a team to engage?
You answered your own question. Orders from above. Not only has the director made it explicitly clear that we're not to engage, but he's also taking a lot of our other options off the table.
I think I'm gonna need a little context on that statement.
The director is handling the situation in Berlin personally.
What? Like he's gone there himself as in boots on the ground?
Damn it, Carver. You of all people should know there are ways to make things happen without actually holding a gun to someone's head.
I don't like being out of the loop, Weaver.
Neither do I. This is all coming down from on high. You, Strauss, Gray, even me, for fuck's sake. None of us are on the need-to-know list.
Jesus. I had no idea things were that bad.
They are that bad. And all of us need to hope that they don't get any worse. Strauss and Gray's research has already been seized for reasons unspecified.
Are we falling apart here, Weaver? Have we been mothballed?
I wish I knew the answer to that, Major.
Ooh. Alright, so now we got Maurer der Totens. Final order. Kurt speaks with Vogel regarding his last request.
This is Ulrich Vogel, Director of Project N Station. 27th of January 1945, 7:20 a.m. Task Force Balder is in position. I am powering up the cyclotron, and we are about to embark on this...
Dr. Vogel? Sorry. I did not know you were recording.
Why are you here, Dr. Kurtz? Did you not read my final orders?
Ja, Herr Doktor. That is what I wish to speak about. This last part. About your daughter.
I know it is asking a lot, Kurtz. And I know you and I have not always seen eye to eye. But I trust no one more than you to look after Angelica when I am gone. If nothing else, you are thorough.
I am honored, sir. But this may not be necessary. I beg you, do not evacuate the facility before launching the operation. With the staff here, there's a chance we can stabilize the collider and safely...
Kurtz, stop. You showed me yourself how Operation Balder will surely overload the power couplings. But calling it off would doom the Reich. This, my friend, is the only path forward. Take her. Teach her. Be there, both of you. When Operation Balder bears fruit, finish my work. Make sure the staff clears out. Get to safety. Live a long life. Tell Angelica her father loved her. I will alert the task force when the breach is stable, and I will see them through alone. Understood?
Jawohl, Herr Doktor. You will not be forgotten.
If the Reich lives on, it will all be worth it.
Guess what? It wasn't worth it because the Reich lost. Who's laughing now? CIA agent Jack recounts the events that have transpired after the arrival of an unusual guest at a Berlin safe house.
Okay, this is a weird one. So weird that for the benefit of the record, I would like to make it 100% clear that my recent psychiatric evaluation cleared me for active duty in my current role. And any other duties the CIA deems necessary. So, with that said, let me lay it all out on the table. The robot, the fucking robot, the one we didn't even ask for, is a stone-cold lunatic. Wait, let me make it more clear. He's a psychotic murderer. Let me backtrack a little. We took delivery of the unit with little or no indication of its purpose. All we got was a note from some department called Requiem, stating that he was being assigned to us. None of us knew what the fuck was going on, but we followed the directives, sat the thing down, and plugged the bastard into an outlet. Nothing. Didn't even start blinking or light up. Agent Bedard laughed the whole time, saying this was another bullshit waste of government funding. He even drew a mustache on the robot's face. And we were all laughing about it when we went to bed. We weren't laughing the next morning. Bedard was dead. Strangled. No word from HQ on what to do, so we unplugged the damn thing and hoped that was the end of it. It wasn't. Next morning, Agent James was just as dead as Bedard. So I chained that bastard robot to his charging chair and removed his damn hands. I just pray that's the end of it.
Alright, a handful. Agent Jack receives a hands-on demonstration of Klaus's abilities and temperament.
Agent Jack. What the fuck? Klaus. I was wondering if you could give me a hand? Both hands. My hands. What the fuck are you doing, Klaus? Agent Rico, the bastard's on the move again! Here they are. I won't ask why you took them away. I am sure you had your reasons. Reattaching your hands when you have no hands is not exactly easy. Rico! God damn it, Jack. You pissed the bed again? That metal bastard's in my fucking room! Hello, Agent Rico.
May I ask why you are carrying that baseball bat? Do you want to assist in the killing of Agent Jack?
What the...
Honestly, I think I can do it myself.
Son of a bitch! Get your hand up! Let him go! Fuck.
So as we know that the director doesn't like to leave witnesses, so obviously director ordered Klaus to get these guys to, safely get Klaus there, and one of Klaus's orders was for sure to kill these guys, because no witnesses, as we know the director likes to do, especially with those paintball kids, with the exclusive content intel that we went over, so we know the director doesn't like any witnesses, so that's why he's just doing orders. Bad days. CIA agent Rico discusses his attempt to subdue Klaus and addresses the safe house's growing body count.
Damn. That was a night. And not a good one. Fuck. 3 agents dead in as many days. Bedard, James, then Jack. Fuck. Jack was the worst. I saw it happen. I saw that soulless, shiny bastard choke the life from him. I hit him with a baseball bat repeatedly, but he just wouldn't stop. He even kept going for a bit after the battery popped out of his stupid metal head. As I said, fuck. I dragged his metal ass back to the chair and chained him up again. Then I threw the fucking battery as far into no man's land as I could, which was pretty far. Jack always said I was a better pitcher than a hitter. Aside from the agents the damn robot murdered, Agent Jones got himself wasted trying to deliver the nuke. So it's just me now. The rest of the station staff are gone. For good. Guess it's all on me. Like I said already. Fuck.
Alright. And last, Lost in Transit. An injured soldier records a message discussing the missing Agent Rico.
Look, I hope this gets to the right person, but I'm worried. In fact, I'm scared as hell. I did not take possession of the package. Worse than that, I have no idea where it is. Rico was supposed to be in car 5. Maybe he was. But it never arrived. Right now, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't know how we're going to seal the breach. Please advise.
Alright. So that is it for all the audio logs for Requiem. We got some documents. Whoopsie. So we got Operation Excision Report. This is an outbreak one. Weaver's report to the director on the fallout of Operation Excision, which is outbreak number 2 Easter egg. December 15, 1984, memorandum for the director from Weaver, subject Operation Excision. At 2300 hours last night, Requiem strike team moved to intercept and exfil the Omega defectors. As you know, at 1:30 hours, the op ended in catastrophic failure. 7 of the defectors for KIA and my team were captured by Omega forces. It appears Kravchenko had planted one of his own loyalists within the group, Dr. Hugo Yeager, head of their Necroanalytics Research Department. During our initial reviews, he eluded suspicion, primarily because he played such a pivotal role in orchestrating the defectors' escape. However, as we have now learned, he arranged for the chopper crash and subsequently, personally, executed the other scientists. He led us into Omega's trap. The blame for this should lie with me and me alone. We have learned more why the defectors chose this moment. One of the scientists, Dr. Sarkova, had been developing an Ethereum neutralizer, a device capable of removing Ethereum air particles from an environment. as well as neutralizing its effects. It is believed Zarkova's defection was motivated by her desire to deliver this prototype device to Requiem, as she did not want it to fall into Omega's hands. While we were unable to prevent Omega from acquiring it, a portion of its blueprint was successfully recovered. Maybe Strauss can make something of it. Finally, in regard to my team, I have all Requiem departments assisting where they can, and a rescue plan is being coordinated as I write this. I have reached out to our contacts with the KGB to ascertain what can be learned from within. Rest assured, we will find them and bring them home. We will not stand by and allow Requiem's secrets or people to fall into enemy hands. You have my word. Next up is Where's My Robot? Gray writes a memo to Requiem's senior staff regarding the whereabouts of her latest project. January 13, 1985. Memorandum for Carver, Strauss, Weaver. From Gray. Subject, Where the hell's my robot? First of all, let me make this clear. I'm not angry. I may be disappointed, possibly irked, but definitely not anything approaching vexed or even chafed. I just want to know who took Klaus and why. When the director tasked me with this project, one thing was clear. I could take whatever time was needed to make sure we got it right. Yes, the prototype unit was assembled from parts delivered to us, and my work has been mainly focused on improving its central processing unit. Now that may seem like a simple task to a manager with a clipboard and a checklist, but these things take time. I was promised 6 more weeks of R&D. This is the reason I was shocked to discover that during my lunch break, someone broke into my lab and took Klaus. If someone I know is taking the piss, haha. But if someone else has taken him, believing he's ready for the big show, they've bitten off more than they can chew. Yes, we've made massive improvements to his combat abilities, but there are still basic concepts of human interaction that Klaus was only just beginning to grasp. Do you know he crushed Jeremy's ribcage, giving him a hug? A hug. He thought he was helping, that he was doing a good thing. Such misjudgments could have serious ramifications on the battlefield. As I said, I'm not angry, not even a little bit. I would just like to know who the hell took my robot and why. Handwritten across the bottom. Gray. Burn this and delete any record of it from the mainframe. Klaus was taken by the director for use in Berlin. I don't know anything beyond that. I told you to come to me first. Something is happening. Yeah, I don't know why. She was already told to go to him, but whatever. Alright, Cerberus report. Memorandum for Requiem's director discussing... Wait, so that was Weaver's handwriting across the bottom. Great. Oh yeah, so that was Weaver telling her to burn that shit. Cerberus report. A memorandum for Requiem's director discussing the progress of the Wonder Weapon prototype and its delivery to Berlin. Oh, man. January 13th, 1985. Memorandum for the director. From Secretary, Executive Office. Subject, Cerberus delivery. Sir, I wanted to inform you that along with Klaus, the Cerberus Wonder Weapon has been successfully packaged and shipped to Berlin. Delivery expected by January 28th. I hope this is acceptable. As the Cerberus was developed as a joint project between containment and security and energy research, both Major Carver and Dr. Strauss have been made aware that the weapon has been reappropriated for field use. Both raised concerns that the weapon was not ready yet. However, having conducted several tests myself, I can confirm that the base weapon, as well as its 3 mod kits, all function as intended. As expected, Carver and Strauss cited the missing vocalization module as one of their primary concerns. This suggests they remain unaware of your little side project. On that subject, the recordings you secured of Carver, Strauss, and Gray over the past several months provide a necessary baseline for the Cerberus AI to adopt and synthesize each individual's voice and personality. If I may say so, this is some very impressive work. Director, I personally made sure the voice module was successfully installed before transport. Hopefully, the Cerberus and Klaus will provide adequate to accomplish your goals in Berlin. As always, I will keep you apprised of any developments. Okay. So we got the E cipher. Oh shit. I need to look that up because Cold War zombies ciphers. Fuck, I had alright, Cold War E cipher. Fuck, man. Here we go. Let me bookmark this page. Oh, this is Outbreak cipher. Hold on one moment. Alright, so the E cipher. Recovered, yeah, E cipher outbreak. Recovered Requiem cipher decryption is required. So the name is E cipher. The cipher type is a Vigenère cipher. The method: reverse ciphertext and apply Vigenère. The key was BCJFIEJC129589492, and it was solved by Rich Killer. So it says, G. I don't know what's happening to her, but we both know something is happening to her. We each care about her, so I wanted you to know that I'm doing everything I can to help. Okay. So next up we got the Cerberus blueprint, and now we're on to Mauer der Toten. Blueprint from the conversion-ready binary repeater standard. The three schematic highlights the base weapon as well as the mod kit. Sorry. Cerberus conversion-ready binary repeater standard. Containment and Security Division, Office of Requiem DS&T. Fully automatic handgun fires lethal energy blast. Copycat companion spear provides synchronized support fire. Supports 3 weapon modification kits, which provides alternative fire modes. Approved by Redactive, date 1/11/85. Next up, we got the Klaus blueprint. Blueprint for Klaus, highlighting current performance improvements as well as outstanding issues. Klaus, Unnatural Science Division, Office of Requiem DS&T, version 1.853 notes. Latest version prototype has improved performance in several critical areas. Dramatic improvement to marksmanship, hand-to-hand combat has seen some significant improvements, will now obey basic orders. Durability and strength have seen improvements by 90%. Core hardware less resistant to modifications and system updates. Outstanding issues. Highly irritable, still lashes out violently if provoked or when feeling self-conscious. Prone to mood swings, resulting in increase of unsolicited opinions and complaints when bored. Sometimes Klaus's train of thought verges on existential crisis. Advice: don't let Klaus be alone in his thoughts for too long. Do not hug, handshake, or high-five Klaus. Or high-five. Klaus has no concept of human fragility. Approved by Redacted, date 1/12/85. Sorry, I keep yawning. Written across the top. Who sent this to us? Berlin Outbreak Report. Mauer der Toten. A Requiem report to Weaver from Mayer addressing the developing situation in Berlin. February 1st, 1985. Memorandum for ZZZZ. I don't think that's supposed to be there. I'm pretty sure somebody accidentally hit the Z button too many times. Gregory Weaver. From Heinrich Mayer. Subject Berlin Outbreak Zone. Sir, the situation here is rapidly deteriorating. Containment efforts are holding, mostly because the Nazi nerve gas stockpile cover story has kept the curious away. Given that we have unearthed many unexploded bombs over the years, the story has a ring of truth to it. But the situation could easily spiral out of control if not resolved in the next few hours. I assure you are aware of orders I received from the director, instructing me to facilitate the creation of what is referred to as an inversion warhead. In fact, a special atomic demolition munition was brought to the CIA safe house on the East German side of the wall. I was in contact with the Clandestine service officers posted there, but all communications were lost when the outbreak occurred. I do not know what has become of those men, or the experimental combat unit they had with them, and I am left with the cheerful thought that on top of an undead Nazi invasion, there may be an unsecured tactical nuclear device in play. In the only city on Earth where NATO and the USSR share joint custody. In any case, the inversion warhead plan appears to have failed. Please advise on next steps. We are ready to help in any way we can. Heinrich Mayer. We got Rico's note. A final message from Agent Rico. So this was... Rico ended up dying on the train, and if you know about the map, there's a subway, and in one of the steps, you have to pick up this little note that's in the train car when you have to go inside of it. So yeah, this is Easter egg step thing, so a little bit of spoilers here. Rico's note, or I guess not really spoilers, not really actually, sorry, I don't know why I say that, it's really not spoilers to the egg, it shouldn't be. Rico's note, a final message from Agent Rico, because again, he died on the train, and you can only do certain steps of the Easter egg to find the train. So, anyways, Rico's note. Whoever finds this, we were ambushed. One of the nuclear bastards killed my whole squad, took the damn uranium from our warhead. You need to get it back. Also, we need crystals from those creatures. You can't detonate a warhead without it. Need to stop this, whatever this is. This fucking week. First the killer robot, then the undead creatures. Now Central won't answer our comms. We're never getting out of here. That damn message we intercepted, I knew. We should have never reported it. That's what you get. Subject, strange communic. Agent Rico sent an electronic message to Langley regarding an unusual communic his station received. From a Rico to M. Tuesday. Date time January 8th, 1985, 10:43 p.m. Subject, strange communic. M. Tuesday. We recovered a communic this evening at one of our dead drops. I don't believe it was meant for us. It's addressed to the Office of Requiem and details a Project Janus. One, I don't know what an Office of Requiem is. I checked the mainframe, but I don't have clearance. And this Project Janus, this can't be real, right? There's some pretty insane stuff in here. You're our guy at HQ. Can you look into this? What should we do here? Rico. Subject, urgent. Agent Rico sends a follow-up message requesting immediate assistance. Oh, so these are also Easter egg stuff as well, which you'll see when we do the Easter egg, but you're scrolling through and you get these messages. So subject, urgent. Agent Rico sends a follow-up message requesting immediate assistance. I was wondering why like the documents were like on a computer screen, but I remembered. You have to cipher through a computer screen and you get documents for it. And get some intel for it, so plus it's part of the Easter egg, but subject urgent. From A. Rico to M. Tuesday. Date time January 28, 1985, 7:43 a.m. Subject urgent. M. Tuesday. Agent Bedard has been killed in what I can only describe as a horrific accident. Yesterday I received delivery of an oversized wooden crate. You know what was inside? A damn robot. I am not joking. It was arrived with a note from the office of Requiem informing us that Klaus, yes he has a name, has been assigned to us. We plugged it in, nothing happened. We just assumed it was some sort of prank. When we woke up the next morning, we discovered Agent Bedard had been strangled in his sleep. Klaus was in his chair, acting as if nothing had happened, but CCTV cameras confirmed it was him. He's unplugged now. I thought Requiem thing was some sort of elaborate joke. What the hell is going on? Requesting immediate assistance, Rico. And then we got a J Cipher 2. Recovered electronic cipher. Decryption is required. Where was the first J Cipher? Outbreak. Okay. Alright, so name J Cipher 2. Cipher type Nihilist Cipher. Alphabet ITS DQ WURE OCP VFLY XB and AKMHGZ. Key Agent Rico. Rich Killer. Again with the nice solve. From Requiem to Klaus. Subject, complete your mission. You have your orders. The security of Project Janus is your top... Oh, sorry, I should probably be clicking in on that. You have your orders. The security of Project Janus is your top priority. Contain the situation. Find and destroy the intercepted communic. Then tie up all loose ends. We cannot allow this to get out. I knew it. So, yeah. Klaus is just following orders. Director is definitely a fucking cuntbag. He's definitely a bad guy. Screw him. Alright. Next up, we got EE1 Harvester Blueprint. Blueprint for Project Endstation's Exo Element 1 Harvesting Unit B. Used an essence collection of a particular dark ether creature. EE1 Harvester B. Exo Element 1 Harvester Unit B absorbs essence energy from specimen redacted. Essence automatically absorbed upon specimen's death must be killed within range for absorption to occur. Crystalline transformation begins once Harvester Essence collection is at maximum. EE1 Harvester B can only collect essence from specimen redacted. This particular essence is essential in creation of redacted. We've encountered difficulties in locating redacted for essence extraction. The lore has been created to address this issue. When developed, the device will summon redacted to your location. Ensure you deploy in open area. EE1 Harvester B72231A, Dr. Lucas Kurtz. Oh, okay. So yeah, this is like something with the Easter egg stuff and all those redacted things. Leads me to believe that yeah, this is all before the Outbreak Easter egg, because those are all supposed to be, spoiler alert, Tempest, because I've already done the Easter egg. Alright, so we got the EE1 Conversion Blueprint for Project Endstation's Exo Element 1 Conversion Machine. EE1 Conversion Machine. Deposit raw EE1 essence crystals here. Warning, only compatible essence is from specimen redacted. Tempest. Raw crystals will need to be refined to flawless level. Acquire specimen rich in Exo Element 1. Their altered genetic structure contains an energy that can refine crystals. EE1 conversion model. Stop yawning. Conversion Machine 3421D. Dr. Ulrich Vogel, 16 November 1944. Oh yeah, because this is another Project End Station thing, so these are old as shit. I forgot about that. So we got Vogel's letter, the last document we got here. A letter written by Vogel for a future End Station agent, providing detailed instructions to complete Operation Balder. Loyalist of the New Reich. If you are reading this, it means you have done as instructed and found the Project End Station Berlin lab. The day of our victory is at hand. Our army, Task Force Balder, awaits in the other dimension. It is up to you to free them from the darkness. You must complete assembly of the atomic device, collect and fuse the necessary Exo-Element 1 crystals. They will require refinement before the process is complete. Stop! For this, you will need a specimen rich in Exo-Element 1. Their altered generic structure contains the necessary energy to refine the crystals. If you do not have a specimen, you must go to the Morosco facility and reactivate the portal. Once the conversion process has been completed, transport the device to the end of the tunnel and detonate. The tunnel structure will stabilize the breach, though it may still require monitoring. There is possibility that when the gateway is open, you will be pulled inside. If this happens, know that your sacrifice was not in vain. Our return to power is all but assured. We will ascend to the throne, betrothed to us. The dawn of the new Reich begins now. Dr. Ulrich Vogel, 26 January 1945. Whoa, that was a lot of reading. That's probably why I'm tired. Whoops, I did not mean to do that, but I'm pretty sure patterns. Yeah. Okay, so we only got two radio transmissions this time. We got Eye for an Eye. Weaver sends Kravchenko a message. And by the way, these are in Outbreak.
I don't know who else is listening to this, and I don't care. But this message is for you, Kravchenko. You made an enemy out of me a long time ago. But I wanted you to know for sure. There's no way on God's green earth I'm gonna let you walk away from this. If any harm comes to anyone on my team, you're going to regret it in ways you can't even imagine. You know the saying, an eye for an eye? Well, this is gonna be worse. Far worse. Think about it. A good long think about what I might decide to cut from you. Sweet dreams, fucker.
Nice. Cut off his dick. Alright, Marked Man. Weaver reaches out to Ravenov to discuss the aftermath of their latest joint operation.
Ravenov,
How did you get in contact with me?
ironically, Max has helped me with that. Even though she doesn't know it yet.
What do you want, Weaver?
I want a lot of things, most of which I'll never get. And I'm sure you can relate, especially now that you're a marked man, an enemy of the state. Several, actually. You helped my team walk into a trap.
I betrayed no one. Like Maxis, I was trying to do the right thing. I had no idea events would play out like they did.
See? That's your problem. You're not as smart as you think you are. Too much fire in your belly, too much ice in your heart, but not enough smarts. Not where it counts.
Are you any different? At least I am here, in the field, putting my ass and heart on the line.
Well, maybe you can redeem yourself, Ravenov. Maybe. But just so you know, I'm rapidly running out of fucks to give.
I am rapidly running out of fucks to give. Alright. So we are on to artifacts. First up is from Outbreak, the Ring of Fire canister. One of several interchangeable canisters for the one weapon. When used, generates a ring of ethereal fire that empowers an operator and their weapon with an additional damage output. Also, any enemy that breaches the perimeter will be set on fire. This is my favorite field upgrade, by the way. I'm always rocking Ring of Fire. Next up, the ECM model. A model of energy research essence conversion modules prototype before the module went into production. So this is for the secure step where you got to fill the models, the two of them. Klaus's hands. The hands for the Requiem robot Klaus recovered from a questionable situation. We'll see how to grab those once I do the Easter egg. But those are Klaus's hands. The Cerberus, Mara der Toten. The base model for the conversion-ready binary repeater standard, including aerial copycat companion capable of matching weapon output with additional blasts. Supports 3 weapon mod kits and customized with an artificial intelligence that supports 3 unique voices. Looking pretty fire. Looks pretty good. Alright. Next up, the Warhead. So these are all like Easter egg stuff. Now, the Warhead. In the wrong hands, it can mean Berlin's ruin. In the right hands, it could its salvation. It could be salvation, probably, they meant to say. Provided the missing uranium is recovered. So as we know, Agent Rico was carrying a warhead and a Megaton stole the uranium from it. We'll see what we have to do that when we play the Easter egg. Rico's keycard, another Easter egg thing. Agent Rico's ID badge grants access to the CIA mainframe, though lacks certain clearances. Alright. The Hacking Helm. A device of Klaus's creation, capable of bypassing the CIA's access protocols. Another Easter egg step. And finally, Improvised Collider. In the middle of an outbreak zone, it's the best and only hope at decontaminating the Megaton's corrupted uranium. Oh yeah, so that's also an Easter egg step, but I know. Okay, now I know what that is. I was like, what the fuck is that? But I know what that is. Okay. So yeah, all these, you'll see how we grab them all and how they come into play. Obviously, Klaus's hands was the first Mara der Toten, and the rest were. And yeah, no perk this time around, unfortunately. Or actually, I don't think they have perks in Requiem. I think that's usually Dark Ether. And I believe there was a perk. Anyways, next up we got Omega Audio Logs. This one's from Outbreak. A trap is set. After successfully infiltrating the group of Omega defectors, Jaeger meets with Kravchenko to discuss his next move, recorded before the events of Operation Excision. And the trap was obviously the last one we got, where he revealed his true intentions, we exfilled, and got shot down. So here we go.
Dr. Jaeger, come, sit. What news of our little pet project?
I have done as you have asked. Dr. Zarkova has welcomed me into her little circle of defectors with open arms. She does not suspect I am acting under your orders. In this process, I learned that my records manager, Chaneski, is one of the traitors. Shame. His organizational prowess was unmatched. He will be missed.
Well done, comrade. You have confirmed their plan?
Yeah, Colonel. Zarkova has made contact with Ravenov. He has made arrangements with Requiem for their extraction. In an effort to secure their trust, I arrange their transport. I'm sure the KGB will not mind if I borrow the hind.
Bah, cost of doing business. I trust you are ready for the rest of the task.
My paralytic cocktail is powerful enough to incapacitate an elephant. Though, unfortunately for them, they will still be able to feel pain when I begin my work.
Spare me the details. Just remember,
use them to make a statement. This is what happens when you betray us. Once you have confirmed Requiem's arrival, I will make my move.
Wunderbar, Colonel. There is one other thing. Something Dr. Zarkova said. She has built a machine. She would not go into specifics. Something she hid from us. She says it will change the war.
Find out what this machine is. Be sure you bring it back. Whatever state it may be in.
Which was destroyed. So the next up is Play Your Part. Kravchenko reveals his plans for Requiem Strike Team.
And as you requested, the Requiem Strike Team and their pilot have been transferred to Potsdam.
Oversee their transport personally, Goriev. No mistakes. No escapes. No accidents. I need them alive.
Of course, Colonel.
Something on your mind?
Would their termination not send a stronger message to the West? We apprehended them operating on our soil. We should make a statement, a demonstration of strength that inspires our brothers.
Yes, comrade. We should send a message. And we will. In time. But first, I have work for them in Berlin. A certain member of our organization has gone to ground recently. I'm sure you've noticed their absence. I believe they are scheming against us, and will take action in Berlin. We must use Requiem's team to stop them, and keep the Kremlin in the dark.
Sir.
This department will not survive another scandal. Using Requiem's team keeps it off the books, and keeps the news from our necks. Smile, Goriev. We may yet live through this.
Alright. Next up is Peace is Our Profession. Kravchenko and Gorev interrogate Requiem's Raptor 1 pilot, and our boy is alive.
That is enough, Goriev. We still need him able to speak. Remove the gag.
How are you feeling, pilot man, eh? Ready to tell us name?
Call sign Raptor 1. Captain. United States Air Force, service number FR-16986342. Peace is our profession.
Ah, still you persist with brainwashed American loyalty nonsense. Colonel?
Again.
Feeling more sociable? Or do we need more icebreaker?
Call sign Raptor 1. Captain, United States Air Force, service number FR-16986342. Peace is our profession.
We have plenty of time, pilot cowboy. This is not Western spaghetti. You are not man with no name.
Well, anything new to share?
Yeah. Call sign Raptor 1. Captain, United States Air Force. Service number FR-16986342. Peace is our profession. But you can go fuck yourself.
Finally. Progress.
Dude, Raptor 1 got the biggest balls out of everybody, man. Up against Kravchenko. And he did not break. A decent proposal. Captured by the Soviets, Kurtz makes a deal to save his life and that of Vogel's infant daughter.
This is Colonel Pavel Lazarev interrogating prisoner Lucas Kurtz on 2nd of February 1945. Dr. Kurtz, you worked at Project End Station. Why did you and so many others desert the facility?
We were ordered to evacuate. We did our duty to the fatherland. That is all you will get out of me.
I lost 14 men shutting down the mess you left behind, so I have very little patience for bravado or delays of any sort. You will talk.
Do what you want to me. I don't care anymore.
Perhaps not, Dr. Kurtz. But if you do not immediately tell me where the rest of the end station stuff went, I will have that little girl we found hiding with you shot.
No! Wait. Angelica has done nothing. She only sought shelter from the fighting.
She matters to you, and for that, she will die.
Kill her, and you will lose any leverage you have over me. But I'm willing to strike a bargain if it will save her life.
Go on.
I will tell you where the rest of the end station staff are hiding. Only if you agree to spare Angelica and allow me to look after her.
An interesting proposal. But even I would not consign a child to be raised as a Nazi. So here is my counter proposal. You come back to Mother Russia and continue your work. For me. She will receive a proper Bolshevik education and become a productive member of society. But only if you give up your comrades.
How do I know you will keep your end of the bargain?
Because you are going to make yourself too valuable to execute. Starting right fucking now. Understood?
Bring me a map. I will give you names and locations.
Well, goddamn. Next up, the letter. Kurtz confronts a young Valentina.
Ah, is that my tea?
Yes, Uncle Lucas.
Alexandra, would you join me for a moment? There's a matter we should discuss.
Of course. What is it?
I was hoping you could enlighten me to the meaning of this envelope I received today. Dear Miss Valentina, on behalf of the Committee on Admissions, your application to the Moscow Institute of Physics and Technology has been formally accepted. We had an agreement. Anything you wanted in life, I would support you. Except one thing.
Uncle, please, I can explain.
You promised me you gave up this foolish pursuit. Do you know where this road leads? I have seen it. Lived it. Horrors you could not possibly imagine.
But I am good at it. The world out there, the factory, I do not understand. But this, physics and microbiology.
I saw what it did to your father. It took years before I understood the pain we caused, the atrocities we committed. I will not allow you to follow in his path.
You do not understand. I must. He told you I must complete his work. Take her. Teach her. Be there, both of you, when Operation Boulder bears fruit.
What did you say? How could you possibly know that? This acceptance letter is going in the trash. Better yet, the fire.
No!
We shall not speak of this again.
Damn, so Kurtz was fed up with the Reich bullshit. Okay. The turn. Valentina makes a choice. Well, I think I know what her choice is gonna be.
Alexandra, is it time for tea already?
Yes, Uncle. Be careful. It is quite hot.
Tea can never be too hot. Alexandra, Can I have a moment, please? About our discussion yesterday. I know you may not appreciate it now, but please understand my only concern is for your well-being. Your father was a complicated man. It was a different time. What we did was wrong. I only wish to protect you from the mistakes we made.
I understand, Uncle Lucas, but I do not agree.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
My father was a brilliant man, and you were a pathetic worm working in his shadow.
How dare you?
How dare I? How dare you denounce his work? How dare you sit there and feed me lies?
Careful, Alexandra. Your father...
I will go to university, Uncle. You will not stop me. Father is disappointed you lost your way. You abandoned Operation Boulder.
The Teague. What have you done, Alexandra?
My name is Angelica Hannibal Vogel. My father has a plan, and I will help him complete it. It is finished, Father. I did as you instructed. Do you approve? Father?
All right. Next up, we got the documents. Necroanalytics. Wait, hold on. Were those? Oh, so a decent proposal was Mauer. That was Mauer. So all about Kurtz was from Mauer. Let's go ahead and scroll back up. So Necroanalytics, this is from Outbreak. In December 1983, Kravchenko announces the formation of Omega's Necroanalytics department and appoints Dr. Hugo Yeager as its lead researcher. And here we go with the yawns and hiccups. 02 December of the year 1983. RE. Necroanalytics formation and appointment. Author Colonel Lev Kravchenko. Summary. In the aftermath of the events in Morosco and Operation Grabuchik, it has become apparent that a new department is required to study the necrotic effects of the new element. Dr. Vogel and Project Endstation made extensive progress towards understanding its effects on living tissue, and Special Operations Group Omega shall continue their work. Today, we announce the formation of the Necroanalytics Department, with Dr. Hugo Yeager acting as lead researcher. Dr. Valentina and Dr. Peck will continue their study of the new dimension and the element. All necrosis research will be redirected to Yeager's department. This department will focus on potential applications of the necrosis alignment, primarily its weaponization. Going forward, all undead specimens are to be delivered to Yeager's labs. This will be particularly important when new species are discovered. As of this morning, the chairman of the Committee for State Security formally approved this plan. This department will be staffed by existing members of Exoscientific Phenomenon and Psychotronics Research. If you are selected, you will receive a notice of your new assignment shortly. Colonel Lev Kravchenko, Commanding Officer, Omega Group. Alright, so we got to learn how Hugo Yeager got his position. The LT-53 Casimir Blueprint. And I guess there was only one for Outbreak. All the rest are Mauer der Toten. LT-53 Casimir Blueprint. Blueprint for the LT-53 Casimir portal grenade, co-developed with the assistance of Sergeant Casimir Zykov. Oh, so Zykov made this, huh? LT-53 Casimir prototype. Exoscientific phenomenon Omega. The LT-53 Casimir temporarily opens a portal to the dark ether using technology developed from the reactor collectors at Outpost 25. The LT-53 absorbs objects in a small radius and teleports them, co-developed with Sergeant Casimir Zykov. Dr. William Peck, 29 December 1984. Handwritten across the top. Colonel, found this in Peck's lab. Do you know about this? We could repurpose as weapon. I will keep sharper eye on Peck. He is up to something. So yeah, that's the Gerst device basically. So pretty cool, right? Alright, next up, Angelica Vogel summary. Omega document compiling a timeline of Angelica Vogel's life and how she became Alexandra Valentina and infiltrated the KGB. 27 January of the year 1985. Re. Angelica Hannibal Vogel, author Gorev. Summary. As it has become apparent these recent weeks, Dr. Alexandra Valentina has been operating with a hidden agenda. All available information points to her being a double agent. We can now conclude that Valentina is the daughter of Dr. Ulrich Vogel and a secret operator for the goals of Project Endstation. Valentina's forgery of her personal records and history was impeccable. While there is still much information missing, we have been able to assemble enough pieces to make sense of how this deception occurred. 6 January 1944. Angelica Hannibal is born to Ulrich and Maria Vogel. Her mother died shortly thereafter, complications from childbirth. December 1944. Operation Baldur is formally approved. 27 January 1945. Operation Baldur, it proceeds. Using the Project Endstation portal, the Reichstag sends an army into the dark ether. The particular accelerator overloads and the facility is abandoned. Dr. Vogel is missing, presumed dead. Stop with the yawns, please. 21 February 1945. Dr. Lucas Kurtz is captured by Soviet forces. He provides the names and locations of all Endstation personnel. In exchange, he is given a new identity and relocated to Moscow with the aforementioned Angelica, believed at the time to be his daughter. Lucas Kurtz became Ivan Valentine. Angelic Vogel became Alexandra Valentina. This information remained sealed in our archives until several weeks ago. Oh, Ivan Valentine. I'm guessing Valentina. They kind of forgot the A there. Okay, so Lucas Kurtz became Ivan Valentina, and Angelica Vogel became Alexandra Valentina. This information remained sealed in our archives until several weeks ago. 24 April 1960, so a few years ahead, Valentina is accepted to the Moscow Institution of Psychics and Technology. 2 days later, Dr. Kurtz has a heart attack and dies. She will go to graduate top of her class. Stop yawning. Oh my god. Every time I read, I just start yawning. I'm not even that tired. 19 June 1970. It's probably because I'm running out of breath from all this talking. Valentina is recruited by the KGB. She's transferred to Special Operations Group Omega in April 1978 and would be appointed head of psychotronics research in March 1983. In July of that year, she presented the Project Endstation film reels to Colonel Kravchenko, Gorev Spetsgrupa Omega. Okay. Next up is Operation Baldur approval. A letter from Urinvirin, Director Kurt Diebner, announcing that Operation Balder has been formally approved by High Command. Dr. Vogel, it is my responsibility to inform you that the Reichstag has officially approved your proposal. You may begin preparations to send a military task force to the dimensional aperture at End Station, should the war continue on its present course. The survival of the Reich must be ensured. This undertaking was christened Operation Boulder by the High Command. The reference to the Norse god who rose after death is not lost on me. For obvious reasons, the entire operation is strictly classified. I only received clearance because Project End Station remains officially under the command of Uran Varen. There are certain technical matters only we can oversee. I am to facilitate the effort in any way I can, but the actual logistics and manpower fall to the newly created Task Force Balder, under the command of Gruppenführer Muller. Make ready, Vogel, recreation whatever you need as soon as you can. I estimate Task Force Balder will be fully assembled and on your doorstep roughly 1 month from now. Ensure you have a stable, persistent gateway established by then, because the Red Army is marching your way and we are running out of time. This may be the last you hear from me. If so, I wish you the best of luck. We have come a long way from our original request to build a new type of cyclotron. We were established to harness the power of the atom for the Reich, but you may have tapped power that outstrips atomic energy. Frau Dabner and I send our best regards to you and young Angelica. Look after each other, old friend, for those are dangerous times. For the Fatherland, Kurt Deibner, Ph.D., Director, Uran Varen. So this one, and I believe the so these two were our declassified logs, so that's cool. Valentina Diary 150783. Excerpt from Valentina's personal diary, July 15, 1983. 15 July 83. Today marks the beginning of the end. I met with Colonel Kravchenko to discuss the Project End Station film reels. I told him I recently found them gathering dust in a restricted portion of sub-basement record storage. There is some truth to that statement. It is indeed where I found the records a decade ago. When I first came to the KGB, my father told me that that was where I would find them. I just need the right opportunity to present them. There is a rumor that Special Operations Group Omega is to be dismantled. Kravchenko has been given a difficult task, finding an appropriate response to the United States Strategic Defensive Initiative. He believes he is being made a scapegoat. It was in this context I suggested that Omega Group pursue Project End Station. It was a gamble. The colonel could easily have dismissed it, but I saw the look in his eyes. He saw opportunity, a chance to demonstrate he was nobody's puppet. I have been given authorization to begin the operation. Our time is finally coming, Father. Statement of intent. A document written by Valentina moments before she entered the dark ether. 2 February 85. If you are reading this, it means my ascension has begun. I have opened the portal. I have traveled to the dark ether to retrieve the Reich's army and save my father. On 27 of January 1945, German High Command ordered Task Force Balder into the dark ether. A contingency plan if Germany lost the war. The army was to wait in darkness, to be summoned when the time was right for the Reich's revenge. My father was taken from me that day. The particle accelerator redlined. He ordered the End Station staff to abandon their post. As the soldiers passed over, he remained behind to ensure their journey was complete. After the explosion, he was declared missing. Then he was declared dead, but neither were true. and his loyalty to the Reich never wavered. He, along with Task Force Balder, remained in darkness, waiting to return and reclaim Germania. He gave me a responsibility. I was to reopen the connection between our worlds, and then find a way to bring them home. That mission nears completion. Soon I will be reunited with my father, and our army will be unleashed upon the world. Father, you have all my love. I did it all for you. I will see you soon. Angelica Vogel. Whew, a lot of reading, a lot of reading. And next up we got the F cipher, recovered Omega cipher, decryption is required. So the F cipher, cipher type ADFGX, alphabet. NEMAYQOLUDVXFCHIRPBTZKSGW. Key ADFEBC. Solved by Origin Warmy and Rich Killer again. Colonel, we're going about this the wrong way. We shouldn't be trying to kill the Forsaken. We should be trying to capture it. I think about it. This could be the most powerful creature from their reality. It is an elder god. It has power beyond anything we can comprehend. Who knows what could be gained from harvesting it? Zykov says he can help. All he wants all he wants from us is to break him free. We should act fast before Requiem takes upon his offer. P. And so I believe that that is Dr. Peck. And that is all the ciphers for right now, as well as all of our documents. Next up, we got radio transmissions. And these are all from Marader Toten. Your problem now. Peck gleefully delights in his newfound control over Requiem's strike team.
Well, well, how the tables have turned. Last time we got to chat in private was Outpost 25. Remember? When you came into my house, broke all my toys, and shit on my floor. You were like a feral street dog with a bad case of worms. But now, look at you. All trained and neutered on my leash. I should thank you, really. All the trouble you've caused me these last 7 long months. Well, if you hadn't destroyed my inversion warheads, I wouldn't have the chance now to make you my bitch. Well worth it. And now, you're going to stop Valentina. Maybe even kill her. And to think, Omega thought I was the traitor. You can almost taste the irony. You see, she played them for fools. When she activated that particle accelerator at End Station, I knew something was wrong. I could smell it. She was too eager. I mean, despite the dangers, despite the risks, she was hell-bent on turning that thing back on. Almost like she had a hidden agenda. Which of course she did. But she's your problem now. You're gonna clean this mess up. For me. Get it? Got it? Good.
Jeez. Secrets harbored. Gorev formally introduces himself to the strike team and discusses his thoughts on Valentina's agenda.
The infamous Requiem strike team. After a year of being Omega's itchy skin rash, it is almost a pleasure to finally make your acquaintance. I do not believe we have had formal introduction. I am Gorev. No first or last name, just Gorev. Want to know secret? Gorev is code name. Family name is... well, I do not want the attention. Grandfather's brother, he was famous soldier in Stalingrad. You see, some secrets are okay. Not like our Dr. Valentina. She has been quite the busy bee, buzzing around, using Omega's resources to pursue her own agenda, harboring the biggest secret of all. Her father being Dr. Ulrich Vogel of Project End Station. How that managed to elude us all is a question I am very interested
go call it the wolf. Like from Child's Story, Red Hooded Girl. This wolf changes itself so it is familiar to us. So we trust it. Then it eats us.
Alright. 5-star treatment. Jaeger checks in on the strike team to see how they're holding up after their last encounter.
Hello, Requiem. Are we enjoying beautiful, sunny East Berlin? Perhaps not as luxurious as the amenities of the West you are so accustomed to, but still, an improvement over your most recent residency, yeah? I've seen the bodies carried out of our Potsdam facility. Brutalized. So as I understand it, you were given the 5-star treatment. No breaking of bones, no poking or prodding. The colonel needed you in tip-top shape, he said. The Forsaken. It weasels its way into the minds of its victims, preying on their memories, hiding behind familiar faces. It found the perfect weakness for our sweet Valentina, her dearly departed daddy. The colonel is very interested in this creature. It is a shame, really. I had hoped the colonel was smarter than that. The Dark Ether is a vast ocean. The Forsaken, just one white veil. There are other realms, other worlds. It is a universe, after all, not a singular place. The first natural resource we discovered yielded energy beyond our wildest dreams. Do we dare imagine what else lurks in the darkness?
Alright. Not for me. Kravchenko shares his own personal thoughts on Valentina's betrayal.
When I was chosen to lead Omega, it was clear the unit would be shut down in months, if not weeks. I was to be Chebrikov's scapegoat. After everything I had done for my country, for the KGB, for Dragovich, Nova 6, the numbers program, the mole. This was my reward. I was to take the fall and quietly disappear to a place I would be forgotten. I gave the order to scour our archives for a new operation, a new purpose. I had little hope anything would come of it. Then Dr. Valentina brought me the film reels. A recording documenting the discovery of a Nazi operation called Project N Station. It was a gateway to another world. You know what happened next. I took Alexandra under my wing. I supported her projects, gave her unparalleled access to resources. I came to think of her as the daughter I never had. But it was all a lie. She used me. She used us all. Find her. Not for me and my career, but to prevent the creature that infected her brain from entering our world. She must be stopped.
Like an hour and like 20 minutes in, and we're still like barely done with Omega. Alright, lastly, leverage. Kravchenko provides a reminder of what is at stake should the strike team fail. I think this is going to be the longest intel video, to be honest.
To whomever needs to hear this, there is someone who would like to speak to you.
Hey, y'all. You know me, right?
Continue.
I just wanted y'all to know that I'm in good health, safe and well. Maybe a little prostate trouble, but I'll deal with that another day. Point is, I'm being well looked after. And at no point has anyone shoved a knife in my face in a threatening manner.
Do not test my patience.
Plan is, you do exactly as instructed, and we all get to go home. Basically, you're gonna be getting to run around as usual. But just go along with it, and I might just make it out of here with my binocular vision intact.
See? I keep my word. Your friend is safe, and he will stay that way, so long as you follow orders.
Fuck that shit. fucking asshole. You get a chance to get out, you fucking take it. That the best you got?
No. Please ignore your friend's bad advice. For his sake, it is better for all of us if you do exactly what you are told.
Oh man. See, like, yeah, like, fuck Omega, but bro, Raptor 1, I'd do anything to save that man. Alright, so we got some artifacts here. Omega flag from Outbreak, a symbol of loyalty in the fight for the greater Soviet Union. We were the first, we are the last. Next up, the Dark Ether photos. Reconnaissance photos captured by Omega Ethernauts while on mission in Dark Ether. Some jellyfish, some crystals there. Nice. Alright. Kransny Soldat flamethrower. The lethal flamethrower attachment from a fallen Kransny Soldat. Oh, look at his arm too. Ew. Cool. And then we got Marauder Toten, the battery. The battery Agent Rico removed from Klaus and threw into no man's land. Cool. And then the End Station lore. Easter egg stuff, both of these basically. End Station lore. An old End Station lore device used to locate a particular creature. Almost looks like the Essence Trap in a way. Pretty close to it. Alright. So that is it. There are no maxes, surprisingly. So, moving on. We got Dark Ether audio logs. All from Marauder Toten. Lost Souls. All the Dark Ether ones, by the way, are from Marauder Toten, unless besides the artifacts, because there was no Intel trials for Outbreak, only Mauer. So Lost Souls, Valentino 1. Father, I did it. I told you we would be together again. Here I am.
Father, I did it. I told you we would be together again. Really together. And here I am.
My child, I knew you would come. I never lost faith in you, as you never lost faith in me. Tell me, my clever Angelica, did you have any trouble crossing into the Dark Ether?
None. The portal you hid in Berlin worked perfectly, and Omega is none the wiser. Their trust in Alexandra Valentina was as blind as it was complete. I suppose a lifetime of living a lie has finally paid off.
Indeed, but your work is far from finished. We have reached the moment of truth for Operation Balder.
I know, Father. And I am ready. I did not spend all those years playing a Soviet lackey just to fall short of the prize now. Marching jackboots will once again echo down the streets of Berlin like thunder. The glory of the fatherland will be restored. This, I swear to you, Task Force Boulder is coming home.
Alright. Lost Souls Valentina 2. Father, I have always wondered about the day you cross into the Dark Ether.
Father, I have always wondered about the day you crossed into the Dark Ether. What happened exactly? I understand you were doing your duty, but I have always wondered. Why did you leave me?
That was a difficult day, Angelica. One I try not to think about. What mattered then was getting Task Force Balder in place. What matters now is completing the mission.
Of course, Father. I meant only that abandoning me must have been almost as difficult for you as it was for me.
But I never abandoned you. The fact that you are here is testament to that. Now, are you prepared for what comes next? If you are to lead our army, you must ascend.
My body means no more to me than the name I left behind. I will proudly remold it for the honor of leading the charge to reclaim Germania. My entire life has built toward this moment.
As has mine, child. As has mine.
Alright. Lost Souls, Valentina 3. Father, are you my father?
Father, it worked.
You look every bit as glorious as I envisioned. How do you feel, my child?
How do I feel? I feel incredible. I thought I knew what it was to wield power before. Now power sings in every fiber of my being. Nothing will stand against us.
Then go to the head of our army and lead them to glory. Unleash the judgment of the Reich on the soft, weak ingrates who sullied the fatherland.
Tell them their day is done. The sun sets forever upon their divided world.
Father, are you my father?
Of course, child. My time here has left its mark on me. But I am the one who guided you to this moment. I am still me. Now go. Make me proud one final time. The Reich must rise from the ashes.
But it's weird though, because there was an audio log or like little thing where the Forsaken and Dr. Vogel were really talking to each other with nobody around. Did the Forsaken kill Dr. Vogel because Dr. Vogel didn't want Valentina to get involved? So Forsaken popped the cap in his bitch ass and pretended to be his father? Cause what? I don't know. But for sure, one thing's for sure is that I believe the Forsaken has always gone to Valentina with that face. Whether Vogel was cool with that or not, who knows? But there really was an audio log where the two of them were talking. Like, I don't know. It was weird. Well, next up we got documents. All from our Der Toten. Day 4527. Zykov records rumors he has heard about a strange creature hunting the Dark Aether's elder gods. Day 4527. I have heard more rumors about a creature hunting the elder god entities who battle for supremacy here. They say it is fairly new, not of the old ones who have fought to a stalemate since the realm was young. There is a particular disturbing detail I keep hearing. They say it actually consumes those it defeats in combat, devouring them whole. And somehow it absorbs all the dark power from its victim and adds it to its own. Some claim that it gains new abilities this way, such as the power to change its appearance, allowing it to stalk its prey disguised as someone they trust. I dismissed it as an idle fantasy the first few times I heard it, but repetition has a way of giving credence to such claims. I have not seen it, but I now believe it is out there. Day 4771. Zykov recounts witnessing the Forsaken in person for the first time. Day 4771. I saw it, the great devourer, the stealer of souls, or as more and more of us have started calling it, the Forsaken. I was searching for machine parts further from my fort than I usually dare to travel. This was in territory once ruled by an old one who valued science and technology, so I hoped to find a trove of good components. Instead, I realized I was being stalked by some nameless horror too big for even my crucible-empowered weapon. Just as it cornered me, it seemed to sense something amiss, started to turn, and was suddenly in the clutches of the Forsaken. It was different than I anticipated. In fact, it seemed to change appearance as it tore into the flesh of the thing that was hunting me. I ran. I do not think the Forsaken even noticed me, but it is real. Day 5169. Zykov notes that the Forsaken has amassed an army of loyal followers. Day 4169. The old ones are encountered less and less these days as the Forsaken continues its steady rise. The creature has grown to size only rivaled by the crowds of followers that are drawn to it. I watch them from a distance through an old telescope I restored. What I see has left me shaken. The Forsaken appears to be organizing them into an army. I have encountered some of them while foraging, and they always ask me to join them. Actually, it is less asked than threatened. Those who refuse and are less capable of defending themselves have been dragged to the Forsaken as sacrifices. Join or be consumed. That is the offer. That is what the Forsaken expects from all of us. I may need to move my fort or abandon it altogether. I am still beneath its notice, but continued resistance to call of the Forsaken will surely make me a target. Alright, next up we got radio transmissions, still from Maverick Toten. The Forsaken. Zykov reveals the true nature of the Dark Ether threat.
Hello again, my friend. It is your old comrade Zykov. And yes, we are still comrades, even if you now serve Omega Group. This secret war we fight, and the ultimate enemy we both face, transcend the politics of East and West. And now, thanks to Dr. Valentina, we have entered a dangerous new phase. She thinks she is carrying out her father's wishes, but she is wrong. The being that has visited her since childhood is not her father. The Forsaken is not simply powerful. He is a master of deceit. I have seen him do this before. Alter his appearance, play upon emotions, all to make others do his bidding. I have seen others here become drawn to him, follow him, worship him. And now the Forsaken commands a vast army, hungrily eyeing our world. This is the nature of the great evil I have been warning you about. This dark universe is no longer enough for him. He lives to consume. And when you reopened the gateway at End Station, he looked upon our world and saw a banquet to be devoured. I can still help you stop him, but only if you free me from this place. Only if you bring me home.
Alright. consumed. Zykov explains how the Forsaken came to power.
Things were not always like this, my friend. I remember a time here in the Dark Ether when the Forsaken did not even exist. When I first crossed over, things were very different. And back then, there were many powerful entities at war here, forming alliances, betraying each other. Not that I realized it at first, any more than an insect would know the names of leaders in the Great Patriotic War. But eventually I came to recognize the lords of the Dark Ether. They had been locked in an ever-changing stalemate since the dawn of time. And then, one by one, the Forsaken hunted them down, consumed them, and made their power his own. The Forsaken imposed order upon the Dark Ether. Those who remained rallied to him, seeking his favor and pledging loyalty. This is a different place than when I arrived. It is infinitely more dangerous.
Alright, and now we got our artifacts. We got empty elemental port, which this will be the thumbnail, and this is from Outbreak, an open can of elemental pop, used by an operator who had too many elements to consider, so they fixed themselves up to be sure they delivered. Alright, Troy, you got the screenshot? You good? You got it? You're good? Okay. So let's see. 1 calorie, 0 fat, 2 sodium, everything's like 0, bromide seltzer, calcium, chromium, phosphorus, magnesium, zinc, sulfur, Ethereum, less than 2%. It is open too. This can design looks really fucking cool. It's elemental, only 1 calorie. That's crazy. Alright, the Elemental Pop poster. Poster for the band Elemental Pop, known primarily for their popular title track and hit arcade game. It's fundamental, you bring out the best in me. The Electrical Fuse from Mauer der Toten. An electrical fuse collected off a Tempest corpse. Tempest Essence, Mauer der Toten. Rock crystal essence siphoned from a Tempest, a critical component in the construction of an inversion warhead. And finally, corrupted uranium. Uranium from a warhead corrupted by a megaton. Warning, highly unstable, decontaminate immediately. So yeah, that is it. These 3 were, I guess, Easter egg map specific parts, but that's it. We are done. We have gone through all of our intels. Whew, that was long. Let's see how long we went, because this might be the longest intel video. I didn't think it was going to take this long, but it took a while. And for some reason, my YouTube app decided to just close on itself. Come on, hurry up. Alright, let's see. About an hour 45 minutes, cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Next up, we have to do the Mauer der Toten Easter egg. We will be doing it 3 times with Dr. Peck, Dr. Hugo Yeager, and Gorev, who are the 3 NPCs this time around. So we will be doing that. I still need to beat Dead Ops Arcade eventually. But for right now, literally just the Easter eggs and Dead Ops. When I finally get around to doing Dead Ops, I have a really hard time just like, oh, do I want to sit down and play Dead Ops for 3 hours? Like, I know I can beat it, it's just I gotta do it. Soon I'll do it. We'll see. when I find some time. But that's it. No more intel until season 5. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new here. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Love you guys. Peace. Time to go smoke a cigarette and take a poop.